A battle between monsters of legend carries a weight that reaches far beyond strength. It becomes a contest of will, growth, strategy, and conviction. That truth surged through every moment of the clash between Veldora and Daggrull, a confrontation that began with confidence and evolved into a deadly test of everything both warriors had learned throughout their long rivalry. At first glance, Daggrull appeared unstoppable. After combining the powers of his brothers with his own, he had transformed into Ashura, the god of destruction. The power flowing through him exceeded anything he had wielded before. His body possessed overwhelming durability, his senses covered every angle, and his confidence rose alongside his newfound strength. Years of battle against Veldora gave him certainty that he understood his opponent completely. This fight, in his eyes, would finally settle their rivalry. Veldora welcomed the challenge with his usual enthusiasm. His laughter echoed across the battlefield, carrying the spirit of a warrior who embraced combat with excitement rather than fear. Yet beneath that playful demeanor stood a fighter carrying immense responsibility. He understood that countless lives depended on the outcome. Every action from this point forward carried meaning. The opening exchanges revealed the difference between raw power and tactical execution. Veldora unleashed Thunderstorm Roar, a devastating attack capable of releasing compressed magicules as a charged particle beam. The strike carried enough force to devastate the battlefield itself. Daggrull met it head-on and extinguished it with ease. To him, such attacks represented little more than distractions. That assumption played directly into Veldora's hands. Thunderstorm Roar served as a feint. While Daggrull focused on the incoming attack, Veldora's separate bodies moved into position. Through parallel existence, he created multiple versions of himself capable of fighting independently. One of them launched Dragon Claw, a technique possessing enough cutting power to slice through virtually any substance. The result stunned both combatants. Daggrull lost an arm. Veldora's attacking body lost its own arm in return. The exchange demonstrated a crucial reality. Ashura's body possessed extraordinary durability, yet Veldora retained the ability to wound him. At the same time, Daggrull's regeneration restored the damage almost instantly. Both fighters immediately recognized the challenge ahead. Their rivalry entered a deeper phase. As the battle intensified, Veldora shifted toward mobility and deception. He understood that overwhelming force alone would accomplish little. Instead, he searched for openings, moments where balance could shift in his favor. His attacks arrived in waves, forcing Daggrull to respond constantly. Daggrull responded with remarkable composure. When Veldora unleashed Wing Blade through numerous replications, Daggrull countered with the massive sword wielded through Glesord. His mastery transformed the weapon into an impenetrable defensive zone. Replication after replication fell before it could inflict meaningful damage. Every movement reflected discipline earned through countless battles. The fight then evolved into a contest of perception. Using Gleipnir's chains, Daggrull successfully captured what appeared to be Veldora's true body. Through the power of his true eye, he believed he had identified the genuine target among countless copies. Victory seemed within reach. Then Veldora shattered that certainty. Ah, too bad. That one was a fake too. The declaration revealed one of the chapter's most important developments. Veldora had changed. His growth extended beyond increased energy or stronger attacks. He had developed sophisticated mastery over his abilities. Through control probability and parallel existence, he manipulated reality itself, shifting his existence among copies and deceiving even Daggrull's powerful perception. This moment highlighted the chapter's central theme. Growth creates advantages that raw strength alone cannot replicate. Daggrull recognized it immediately. The Veldora before him differed greatly from the dragon he remembered. Instead of charging forward with brute force, he employed strategy, deception, timing, and adaptability. Years of training had transformed him into a far more complete warrior. Yet Daggrull possessed growth of his own. While Veldora built pressure gradually, Daggrull pursued a different objective. He sought a single decisive strike capable of ending everything at once. Throughout their exchanges, he quietly prepared the battlefield according to his design. When the opportunity arrived, he acted. Using his powers, Daggrull isolated a section of space entirely from reality. Within that sealed dimension stood only himself and Veldora. No escape route existed. No outside interference remained possible. Then he unleashed Quasar Break. The attack represented the pinnacle of his power. Space-time energy erupted throughout the isolated dimension, generating catastrophic destruction. The technique consumed enormous amounts of energy and transformed the battlefield into a realm of irreversible collapse. Everything within its reach faced annihilation. Daggrull believed the battle had ended. From every perspective, his conclusion appeared reasonable. No living being should have survived such overwhelming force. The isolated dimension collapsed beneath the attack's fury. Destruction swallowed everything inside. Then a familiar voice echoed through the aftermath. Oof! Wow, that was really dangerous! The return of Veldora created one of the chapter's most powerful moments. Daggrull's strongest attack had landed. It had achieved its intended purpose. It had pushed Veldora to the edge of destruction. Yet Veldora remained standing. His survival came at a tremendous cost. His body carried severe damage. His wings were torn apart. Magicules escaped from countless wounds. Every sign pointed toward immense suffering. Even so, he endured through mastery of control probability, reducing his survival chances to the smallest possible margin and threading his way through destruction itself. The achievement demonstrated just how far he had come. The Veldora of the past would have vanished within Quasar Break. The current Veldora endured because he transformed experience into growth and growth into capability. As the battle reached its temporary pause, both warriors stood exhausted. Their greatest weapons had already appeared. Their reserves dwindled. Every remaining decision carried immense significance. Yet beneath the surface, another battle unfolded. Veldora evaluated the situation carefully. Earlier attacks, fights, and maneuvers had served a larger purpose. He wanted Daggrull to believe victory rested within reach. He wanted him to unleash Quasar Break. He wanted the enormous energy expenditure that accompanied it. His strategy succeeded. Throughout the chapter, Veldora consistently guided events toward this moment. Every distraction, every illusion, every apparent setback pushed the battle toward conditions favorable to his long-term plan. While Daggrull focused on overwhelming force, Veldora focused on creating opportunities. That contrast defines the essence of this confrontation. One warrior pursued absolute destruction. The other pursued calculated victory. Neither approach lacked merit. Both reflected years of experience and relentless development. Their clash revealed that true power emerges through far more than overwhelming energy. It grows through understanding, adaptation, patience, and the willingness to evolve beyond previous limits. As the battlefield settled into silence, the rivalry remained unresolved. Both warriors still stood. Both retained enough strength to continue. Both understood that the next exchange would shape everything. And somewhere within that tense stillness, beyond shattered dimensions and fading waves of destruction, destiny quietly waited for the final move.